What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Finn raises concerns regarding the experimental procedure, and Bill learns from Dr. Buckingham. The nurse changes Liam's dressing at Bill's house and informs Bill that he is doing exceptionally well. Bill continues to express his gratitude to Buckingham and the medical team. He has no idea what has transpired. He tells Liam that he must concentrate solely on surviving. Bill receives a text and tells his son to get some rest because he has visitors coming. Steffi, Finn, and Hope show up and inquire about Bill's procedure. Bill shrugs because it worked. Hope says, "We'd like to see him now," as Finn frowns. He still feels weak from the procedure, Bill warns. Finn inquires as to why he did not consult him. Bill claims that Grace advised him that they needed to act quickly. Bill brings the guests in to see Liam, who is closed in. Finn is shown the numbers by the nurse. He cannot comprehend how well Liam is doing so quickly. Finn asks Bill after the nurse leaves, "It's only been a couple of hours, right?" He inquires about the specific procedure. They were told it was inoperable. Steffi asserts that although there was no cure, treatments could have extended his life. Grace discovered a foreigner performing this experimental procedure, Bill explains. Finn inquires about the doctor's name. Bill has no recollection of how stressful it was. They couldn't do it in the hospital, so they had to do it in the clinic. He claims that it was a completely professional experience. "I believe they acquired the entire mass. When Grace receives the final MRI results, they will know. That he might actually survive surprises Finn. Did they provide anything for Bill to read? It doesn't matter if Bill says no. The preservation of his son's life was the only thing that mattered. Finn believes that Liam ought to be recuperating in the hospital. According to Bill, they are all equipped with everything they require. Grace did not consult Finn, Finn wonders. "He is not your patient," Bill asserts. There was not enough time to weigh the benefits and drawbacks. Finn is simply pleased with the outcome. Bill must have faith that the MRI results will meet their expectations. Steffi and Hope assure Liam that they are there for him. Steffi compliments him on his bravery. "You make an effort to remain with us and your daughters." When Liam wakes up, they show their love. Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke unite. Ridge and Taylor go on and on about how relieved they are that Steffi is safe at Forrester. When Brooke enters and inquires about Steffi, they are sharing an embrace. Ridge claims to be shaken, but she hides well. Taylor speaks about how much stress it is. Ridge declares that Luna will no longer be a problem. Taylor is glad that the worry is over, but she wishes Luna had sought assistance rather than died. They will never forget their thanks to Liam for saving Steffi's life. They pass over Liam, who is battling to survive the shooting, only to vanish after a few months. Taylor promises to have fun with the girls. Brooke says that what he is going through breaks her heart. Taylor laments that Kelly and Beth are unaware of the speed with which their world will shift. Ridge responds to Taylor's inquiry about putting off their trip to Italy. "What if something transpires while they are gone? What if we are halfway across the globe when Liam leaves us?" Brooke frowns. Ridge is not yet convinced that they should cancel. He gets a wary look as Brooke shoots him. They agree that they will do what is best for the family if it looks bad. Taylor declares that they will need to work together to support their daughters and Beth and Kelly through this. "We will," Brooke nods. Will and Katie weep over Liam. Will and Electa discuss Luna's crazy behavior in the design office. Will is just glad she left. Electra claims that his brother Liam's bravery is to blame. As they discuss Liam's willingness to give up himself for Steffi, Katie comes in. He now has to deal with something he cannot survive. "We will still lose him," Katie sighs. Katie mentions how mentally distraught Liam must be. Will is a hero, so he hopes he doesn't focus on killing people. Katie laments that he's being rewarded for his heroism by facing a death sentence. Will is baffled by Liam's silence regarding his brain tumor. Since no one wants to be pitted, Katie can't blame him. She has experienced that firsthand. He wanted to keep the truth from his young daughters for as long as he could. What Liam must be going through and his impending demise make Katie weep. Will gets choked up in the hope that Liam, who is a fighter, can somehow overcome this. He is not prepared to lose his big brother. Will is held by Katie. "I am truly sorry." Bill is informed. Liam looks around. Where am I? After the surgery, they return to his house, as Bill reminds him. He hears from Hope that they heard about his surgery with Dr. Buckingham. Finally, there is good news to be optimistic about. We can't lose you, Steffi declares. Bill receives a text message from Dr. Buckingham concerning the MRI. He gives a head shake. Is that what she said? Finn asks. They hear from Bill that the scan is clean. The tumor has been removed completely, with good margins. They all burst into tears. The fact that they were able to pull this off, according to Finn, is beyond belief. Steffi cries, Liam, you'll live, Steffi. Hope promises to spend a very long time with his daughters. It really is a miracle. According to Finn, medical history was made today. He still appears confused. Liam is pleased with his tumor-free brain scan. John Finn Finnegan appeared to be struggling to shake a strange feeling, while Liam Spencer celebrated his tumor-free brain scan in The Bold and the Beautiful. The nurse took care of Liam in his room at the Spencer mansion, while Bill Spencer pushed his son to sleep and focused solely on surviving. Bill eventually left in the hallway because Liam had some visitors. Before allowing Finn, Hope Logan, and Steffi Forrester to see Liam, Bill did his best to answer their inquiries. Finn was amazed at how well Liam was doing just a few hours after the surgery, after the nurse allowed him to look at the most recent numbers. Although he was unable to recall the name of the other doctor, Bill recalled the entire episode with Grace and the physician she had brought in from outside the country. Bill explained that the procedure couldn't be done at the hospital because it was experimental. Despite this, Bill insisted that it was a completely professional experience and expressed optimism regarding the tumor's complete disappearance. Bill acted as though it didn't matter so long as Liam had a chance to live, and Finn kept trying to learn more about the surgery. When Liam awoke, he was pleased to find Hope and Steffi by his bedside. Although Liam was still foggy and had no idea where he was at first, the procedure and how he had settled into the Spencer mansion were brought to his attention. Brooke Logan discovered Taylor Hayes embracing Ridge Forrester at Forrester Creations before they all discussed the Luna drama and Liam's heroism. Despite this, the three of them were devastated by Liam's inoperable brain tumor because they were under the impression that his death was still not far off. Ridge wanted to stick with the plan for the time being, despite Taylor and Brooke's concerns that Liam's circumstances might necessitate delaying the Italy trip. They could re-evaluate if things took a bad turn before they left. Katie Logan joined Electra Forrester and Will Spencer in the design office to talk about Liam's hero status. Naturally, they also talked about Liam's dreadful future, which Will found hard to accept. Katie gave Will a hug because he got emotional because he didn't want to lose his brother and insisted they would try every option. Grace texted Bill back at Bill's house with the results of the MRI. Bill informed Liam, Finn, Hope, and Steffi that the scan was clear, indicating that Liam had good margins and that the tumor had been completely removed. Everyone was happy, and even Finn made a comment about the medical history that was being shared. However, as Liam, Bill, Hope, and Steffi celebrated, Finn's expression eventually became more reflective.